Good morning, entrepreneurs. You are now tuned in to Saturday is the New Monday, sponsored by the University of the Elite. I'm your transformation specialist, Mitchell Chance. And with Saturday as the New Monday, what we're doing with these videos is raising the level of urgency of people owning their own businesses so they can take their lives to higher heights. And I know when I begin to talk about taking lives to higher heights and transforming lives, I always have some people who are coming back at me saying things like, well, are you trying to say my life now isn't right? Are you trying to say I'm not living good enough? No, I'm not trying to say anybody's life is not good enough. And if that's the way you're thinking, you already have a negative mindset that I can't even impact, that I can't pour into, because you're not seeing the positive. All you're looking at is the negative. So if I talk about transforming lives, and if I talk about taking your life to higher heights, and you immediately start thinking he's trying to say I'm not living right, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not even talking to you. But to you, the person who's at your job and can't stand your job, to that person who is tired of getting up when the boss says they got to get up to get to work, to that person who's tired because they can't take certain days off, to the person who's tired of missing things that their children are doing simply because they can't get off of work. I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to that part of you inside that wants to own your own, that wants to be your own boss, and that wants to dictate your own salary and not be told by somebody else what you're worth. So on Saturdays is the New Mondays. That's what we're doing here, and that's what we're all about. So today is the first video shot by KSB Productions, and what we're going to talk about today is simply your niche. A niche is a specialized yet profitable corner of the market. Basically, it's what you do that sets you apart from the next person. You might be in the same industry as somebody else, but you're just doing something a little bit different with your business, and that's what your niche is. So now, I want to give you Mitchell Chance's #1 rule of business. Never start a business because you saw somebody else successful at it. We see way too many people starting a business because of a new trend, or starting a business because of a new fad, or starting a business because they saw somebody else make some money, and now instead of them doing what is inside of them to do, they're just going to follow after what somebody else did. But that is not what you need to do for business if you want to grow it and if you want to have some longevity. You might be successful for a moment, but if you're just following after somebody else, and then somebody follows after you, and then somebody follows after them, the market gets oversaturated and nobody makes no money. And that's why you have to find your niche. Now, God has created each and every one of us with something special about us. It's something special about you watching that you can pull from the inside of you on the outside and monetize it. I'm going to give you Mitchell Chance's #1 understanding of business. Whatever you're good at, there's a market for it. There is somebody just as weird as you. There is somebody just as different as you. There's somebody that likes that little quirky thing that you like. Whatever it is, it's a market for it. I don't care what it is that you like. I don't care what your gift is. I don't care what your talent is or what your idea for a business might be. I guarantee you it's a market for it out there. It's billions of people in this world. It's at least 1 million of them who are like you. And if you got 1 million customers, that's over $1 million right there. So that's why I'm saying on Saturdays is the New Mondays. Today, for the first video, is that you have to find your niche. You can't follow behind anybody else. You got to dig deep down inside of you. Know what it is that you love to do. Turn that thing into a business and watch God take care of the rest. I promise you, if you dig into your niche, you will take your business and your life to the next level. But it's going to start with you separating yourself from everybody else and not being like the next person because they were successful. But if you want to have longevity with this thing, if you want to have a business that you can pass on to your children, if you want to have a major corporation, you are going to have to find your niche. You're going to have to find that thing that you do that nobody else can do. Yeah, there are a lot of speakers in this world, but I speak like me. I'm not trying to imitate the next motivational speaker. I'm not trying to imitate the next preacher. I'm Mitch, and all I can be is Mitch. And that's my niche, is speaking the way I speak, speaking the way I feel, giving the passion and the emotion the way I do it, because that's just who I am. That's my niche. And that's what's going to take my life to the next level. And I know that's what's going to take your life to the next level if you just follow your niche. So until next time, I want you to think about your niche. Find out what it is that you do that will separate you from everybody else. And as you go through your work week, that we all know we're looking forward to the weekends, when you get to Saturday, what I want you to remember is Saturday is the new Monday for entrepreneurs. I'm Mitchell Chance, your transformation specialist.